Hey guys, Razan here.
And Liz.
And welcome to the preview for the New England Patriots at the Pittsburgh Steelers. Pretty much it was usually the annual thrashing of the Pittsburgh Steelers. They never play well against New England. Last year they actually played pretty well against them, and that was the exception. They still found a way to lose.
Yep.
Well, we'll start with the injury list. The Patriots, the only thing on the injury list is the injury list because there's nobody on there. So,
Which
yeah,
is strange.
that's strange. Dwayne Allen and Stephon Gilmore were on there Thursday. They have been removed. So, that's very good news for the Patriots. Pittsburgh Steelers, right tackle Marcus Gilbert's out with a knee, and Ryan Switzer, wide receiver. He's listed as questionable, not likely to play. Barely practiced all week. And the big one, of course, running back James Conner. He's probably not going to play. I mean, he practiced, I think, like one day.
Yeah.
I don't think he even practiced. Yeah. First time he practiced was Friday, and it was very limited from what I've read. So, I don't think he's good to go. I mean, without James Conner, I really don't know what the Steelers are going to do.
I suspect, and I heard somebody mentioning this in another video, I think it was Mr. Perna from That's Good Sports. He said what he thinks the Patriots will do is that they'll double Antonio Brown and they'll put Gilmore on Juju Smith.
That's very possible, yes. But they might actually...
Or they might do the reverse.
They might double...
Schuster?
No, they're going to double Brown no matter what. But they might put Gilmore on Brown because Stephon Gilmore is one of, if not the best press corners in the league.
Yeah.
And the one thing Antonio Brown is awful with, he's an amazing player, but he struggles with press coverage. I don't know why. Mm-hmm. I think Ben's thrown like 7 picks to him off of press coverage, so he's not good against it. I think it's because it throws off their timing. But,
probably.
But it's also very possible that we'll see Gilmore on Schuster.
And the McCourty's double
and
Brown.
Schuster also struggles with press conference.
Yeah.
And you'll see Jason McCourty and Devin McCourty sort of double
whoever
Brown all day. And then I don't know. Steelers, the talent drop off from there is large. I mean, the Steelers reminds me a lot of the Vikings going into this week, where the Vikings had Stephon Diggs,
Xavier Rhodes,
and not Xavier Rhodes,
Thielen,
Adam Thielen, 2 really good receivers. But if you take those 2 guys away,
they don't have.
The Vikings don't have a running. Yeah, you're right. They don't have much anything.
Not really.
They don't. Now the Steelers do have a bit of a running game. The problem is that
Connor's banged up.
So
I don't know what the name of their. Do they have another back?
Yeah, they do, but not very good. I mean, they're desperate, really. So, and even if Connor plays, I mean, he's not going to be that effective. The guy sprained his ankle. I mean,
we'll see what happens.
So I think. I sort of think that defensively they'll just take away Brown and Schuster, and
their defense for the Steelers is not the same anymore either.
Yeah, ever since Shazier got that injury last year.
I saw a clip of him randomly the other day. He was lifting weights, like barbells, like 100 pounds.
He's trying to get
He's
back
trying to come back. It's pretty incredible.
Whether he can or not, I don't know. I wish him the best, but I mean, when the guy thought he was going to be paralyzed.
Yeah.
I mean, he's a weird fluky injury.
But for him to be at the place he is today is pretty remarkable.
That's pretty impressive.
Yeah. Whether he plays football again or not is still remarkable that he's able to walk.
So, but, I mean, remember last year they had a great defense until Shazier got hurt.
Oh, I know.
That's the level of talent that Ryan Shazier has.
It was him and Harrison, really, but we had Harrison last year and then he retired.
Well, Harrison was kind of on the downturn. He was so strong, but he wasn't.
He was good in his prime.
But, I mean, Shazier was an excellent player. Offensively, Steelers can't cover Gronkowski. I don't know what it is with them. But
it was him and Hogan last year. I think Hogan had like 160 yards last year.
But what they're gonna do is the Patriots are gonna play pitch and catch with Gronkowski. I mean, that's what they're gonna do, because the Steelers struggle with tight ends.
Yeah.
Especially Gronkowski.
Yeah.
He's the guy's called the Steeler killer. I mean, he just
annihilates them.
He
Year
beats them
after
up
year after year.
every year. Yeah, I mean,
You would think by now that they would figure out how to defend him, but no.
it's because
Tomlin's
every damn year Tomlin puts a linebacker on him,
Yeah.
and I don't understand, and he never it changes. This is why I think Tomlin is I'm sorry, he's a
terrible.
bad coach.
I don't think he's a good coach either.
He comes up with a game plan, and no matter what happens, that's the game plan for the game. So
Yeah.
he never adjusts,
Yeah.
ever. So, you know, a lot of times that's why the Steelers give up so many leads in the second half, because they don't adapt.
Yeah.
And then they fall back when they have leads. They fall back into what they're comfortable, and that's that soft zone blitz coverage, which
Never works.
never works. I mean, it gets gashed all the time. They've been playing more man-to-man since they got Hayden, but they still, when they're pressed, they fall back into that zone blitz scheme that they like.
I also realized the other day that they don't have Martavius Bryant. I think that was his name.
Yeah,
He was traded, but now he's suspended indefinitely for something.
Yeah.
I saw that the other day. He was traded to Oakland for a third-round
got
pick.
suspended, yeah.
Then he went on IR, and then he got suspended. So they don't have him now either.
Well, Bryant was always underperforming for the Steelers anyway, but he was a solid player.
Yeah.
But and the other thing with the Steelers is Boswell. He's having a terrible year for
Yeah.
him. I mean, he has cost them, I don't know, 3 games this year.
He's been bad.
He's been bad. I mean, he may not be their kicker next year.
I mean, that Browns game that they should have won, that was...
Yeah, and then of course he slipped last week.
Yeah, that's just embarrassing.
Like a clown, just slipped.
Oops!
I mean, they should have added the sound effect to it.
It's like, come on, really?
Paid a lot of money to slip. I mean,
Yeah, whatever.
I get that. that Oakland's field is in terrible condition, but you can't slip on
You
it
got cleats on, come
for
on.
that kind of money.
Yeah, you got cleats on, come
I
on.
mean, you
man.
got one job as a kicker,
You're wearing cleats.
and I mean, at least it missed the ball. At least miss the
Kick?
kick.
Not just slip.
Don't fall on your ass.
Yeah.
I mean, so the Steelers are mid-collapse. The Patriots are getting them at the right time, and I think the Patriots are going to be furious, especially Belichick, because he's getting a lot of heat right now,
Yeah.
and he doesn't like people questioning his legacy. So
I think they're going to win like
I
35 to
I think,
21.
yeah,
I don't know, something like that.
I think they're going to blow them away. I just think the Patriots are going to be angry, and you can say, well, the Steelers are too. Well, they've lost 3 in a row. Where is it?
Yeah.
I mean, there's no sense of urgency from Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
They're on the verge of elimination from the playoffs here.
Yeah.
If they lose this game, it's basically over for them, their season.
Because the Ravens will thrust up into their spot, right?
Assuming the Ravens win.
Right. Well, we want them to win this weekend. They have
No,
to play the
next
Chargers.
weekend.
Or next weekend, yeah. We want them to win.
I think they play some.
Chargers.
I think they play Tennessee.
They play the
this weekend.
Chargers next week.
I know, but
Oh, this week I don't know who
I don't
they
know.
play. Maybe Tennessee. I don't know.
No, I think they might end with Tennessee.
It doesn't
I don't
matter.
remember, but I mean, the Steelers got to go to New Orleans next week, and that's the problem. They got to win 2 out of the last 3 games, and
I mean, I know the Saints' offense has been kind of slowly
Yeah, it
declining,
got down.
but I don't think they'll
they're not gonna,
lose at home.
They're not going to go to New Orleans and win that game. So they've got to beat New England at home, but they can't. They haven't beaten New England in like 10 years.
Yeah, it's been a long time.
I mean, Brady, he's like 7-2 against Pittsburgh. I mean, it's going to go down in history probably as the biggest one-sided matchup between 2 Hall of Fame quarterbacks ever.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, it's just crazy. It's Brady loves playing Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
They're just one of those teams that
He can just beat on.
he owns. I mean, as bad as the Bills.
Right.
I mean, the only reason the Bills are worse is because he's played them more.
Yeah.
But it's a weird staff. I mean, the Steelers have never beaten them in the playoffs, which is even more stunning.
Yeah.
So, I'm sorry. I think the Patriots basically end their season Sunday. They basically end Pittsburgh's season. Maybe Pittsburgh can come back against New Orleans. I don't think so. It's just, they confuse me because statistically they're a good team.
But they're not.
They find ways to lose, and they used to always play down to their competition, but they'd still win in the end.
Right, yeah. They'd find ways to win.
Now they lose.
Yeah.
Whereas the Dolphins are statistically a terrible team.
But they're finding ways to win.
They find ways to win the games they shouldn't win.
Yeah, like last week's bullshit.
Well, that was luck, but, you know, Win's a win.
Yeah.
But they are winning games against difficult teams that they should not win.
Right.
And they're finding ways to win close games.
Right.
Pittsburgh is not. Which is why Miami's probably going to make the playoffs as that last wild card. Or at least has a very good chance. They have, I think, the easiest schedule going forward.
It's a possibility.
I'm going to go, I think the Patriots just come on. I think they score on the first drive, and I think they score on almost every drive. I'm going to go like 45-14. I think the defense has a great night. I think they just, I know they've been suspect on the road, but I find it hard to believe also that the Patriots are going to have a losing record on the road. And I think they're just going to be angry. And they normally feast on Pittsburgh anyway. And I just don't think the Pittsburgh matches up very well against them.
Yep.
But maybe Pittsburgh comes out with urgency and they play a lot better than anticipated. And Pittsburgh can win the game. It's just...
They never do.
They never do. And they underperform. I don't know why. So I'm going 45-14. I know that sounds like a ridiculous prediction, but I've seen them blow away Pittsburgh so many times that I just kind of... I always predict a blowout when they play Pittsburgh. Well, whatever. We'll see what happens during the game. Do the recap afterwards. So, this is Ryzen.
And Liz.
Thanks for watching, and take care.